Hello and welcome to Unit 6, Part 6. My name is Mr. Bell, and today we're going to talk about dot plots and statistics. We're also going to look at some stem and leaf charts as well. On this slide, you will notice that we have a dot plot. It is some numbers and information with dots to represent the different values of data. For instance, this dot here represents a 40. This dot represents a 50, and the second dot means there were two 50s in this data set. A 60, there were 4 different 70s, an 80, and a 90. So all this is a different way of representing data. Question number 1 says, what is the mean of the data? Recall that mean is the same thing as finding the average, which means I'm going to add up every single dot's value, and then I'm going to divide by how many. Each member of my data set added up to give me a total of 650. And don't forget to go back and divide that by how many there are. And there are 10 dots on this dot plot, giving me a mean or an average of 65. Recall for number 2 that the mode is the data unit that occurs the most. In this case, we have more 70 dots than any other. So the mode in this dot plot is 70. On this slide, you're asked to find the mean, median, mode, and range of what's called a stem and leaf plot. For instance, this left side is labeled as the stem of the annual household income. And each of these leaves represents a unit of the data set. The 0 would be the first number, and the 6, 7, and 9 represent 3 different units of the data set. Don't forget to look down and see if there is a key. For instance, this particular example has the 1 as the stem, the 3 as the leaf. That represents 13,000. So pretty much every one of these leaves, we're going to add 3 zeros to it when we're calculating our data. So let's start with finding the mean. Recall that the mean, you get the mean from adding up the numbers, then dividing by how many. So in this case, you have to be careful. You're going to add 6,000 plus 7,000 plus 9,000 plus 13,000 plus 16,000 plus 16,000 plus 21,000 plus 31,000 plus 33,000. When I did this, I got a total of 152,000. Don't forget to find the mean. You have to go back and divide by how many. In this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 members of my data set, giving me a mean of 16,888. This represents the mean of this stem and leaf plot. Now that we've found the mean, we'll go back and find the median of the data. And recall that you find the median by finding the number in the exact middle when they're arranged from least to greatest. So I'm going to start with my smallest member of the data set, which was 6,000. And then I'm going to kind of work my way backwards and work my way to the middle to try to find the median. Looks to me like my median of this data set would be 16,000. I need to find the mode and recall that the mode is the value that occurs the most. We have two 16,000s. And to find the range of the data set, recall that means taking the largest data set value, which is 33,000, subtracting the smallest, which was 6,000, giving me a range of 27,000. All right, hopefully this helped review you on stem and leaf plots. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps.